Alrighty, traders, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. We got some green already going on with the green team. Mr. Bob, 9 out of 10 trades green. Very good. So when you're green, clearly you do really well, but we want to take care of the losers too. So imagine if you were just on a losing streak there. You were 9 out of 10 red. We would just want to make sure, even with those red trades, you're managing well, not marrying the ticker. Setting the stop. Is that what you did with the one red trade? Set the stop. So great work. I love listening to Mark Douglas's videos too. I mean, absolutely tremendously helpful, as you said. I take a lot from him. Clearly. Kayvon, love the loser with the dollar sign. Very good. So yesterday, guys, KLTO was my kryptonite. Honestly managed it well, but I stayed longer than I should have. So I was feeling a little discouraged about that, but I was, scrolling through, doing the whole comparing thing. You shouldn't do that. I just saw where a lot of really good veteran traders were having trouble with that one too. It should have been an avoid, clearly. So managed the risk well, but shouldn't have stayed there. That's kind of the main takeaway, KLTO. I shouldn't have focused too much on that. But feeling good outside of that. I need to wait for a screamer. The screamers. Wait, to come my way. And then I'm leaning on taking profits a little quicker than I have been with this market. I know Barron does that. He does that real well. I'm thinking about the rider, ride out mentality, kind of like Bob did this morning, 9 out of 10 green. So taking the profits when we see them, because guys, it's just the summer, and a lot of these tickers are like they're reclaiming, they're bit chopping around. So it's like when you have the green and see it, you should take it. Something else I want to point out that I saw somebody post, and I really thought this is helpful. So we do see some traders that are making millions of dollars doing this, and that's kind of our scope. I mean, that's our reach. We're reaching for all that, but that brings upon a lot of expectations and then disappointments. If we reach for something that's extremely tangible with small accounts, like not $1 million, but maybe paying utility bills on the month, something that's tangible, but and something that's within reach, and hit those goals, then that's really going to inspire something inside of us. I think going to light a fire and keep us going, and it helps us focus not so far on trying to hit it big quick. We're focused on consistency and profits, as we see them. But I wanted to throw that in there for free, guys. Doing the daddy daycare thing today, so I will be in and out. I'm looking to just hit it quick and get on out of here. Let's flip through some tickers this morning, and you guys can share any other thoughts you have on that this morning. But love the green team. You guys are absolutely the best. Jerry in here as well. Starting green, 3 for 3. And then you went 2 for 2 red. End up in the red. Biggest loser, 23. Biggest winner, 60. Excellent. Jerry, yeah, be patient. Be patient with the winners. Yeah, we gotta. The over trading is tough, man. I've been doing it too a lot. FOMOing into some of these plays. I've been trying to wait for the screamers more so. The ones that, with the combined experience over time, they're going to say, take me. And then you take them. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much to go over with these accounts offshore. There's just a lot of mistakes that can be made with the freedom to trade as much as we can. I wanted to flip through a couple things just for review. OMH yesterday hit the magic 20-cent area, pulled back in off of that. Again, magic 20-cent area. I think CTXR, nearly the magic 20-cent area. Oftentimes they do pop up over the whole dollar, form an upper shadow, start pulling back down. KLTO, magic 20-cent area this morning, 320. Again, this is an avoid. I'm not trading this one again today. I'll be watching it. Again, a lot of traders were focused KLTO yesterday. A lot of the big names too. Okay. All right, so a couple I'm looking at this morning. There's a few tickers that are popping up. Let me know, Bob, what you were trading, by the way, if maybe there's still a play on some of those. I know WINT hit resistance here in pre-market. 150 is pulled back down to $1. They are in an acquisition. Refocus strategy expected to generate $12 million in revenue over the course of 12 months. EVGN, this is a ticker that's popping up, announces completion of the first in-class foundation model for generative molecule design, developed in collaboration with Google Cloud. That one's popping up as well this morning. MEGL has been kind of fading. 220, I saw past chart history. I didn't see any news. If you guys saw it on MEGL, let me know. MEGL's pulling down to 220. Couple leading gappers that are all pulling in, MRIN as well. MGNX, NVTS popping up. I still like, let me see, I still kind of like KNW. The locates got cheaper here. Yesterday, this one popped up in pre-market from $1.30 to $5. I don't mind fading this one today against like $3. Bob, Jerry, unless I see my setup, which means the stock has to be close to the 200 EMA on the first big green candle with 5 times volume. Yeah. And you're doing good staying strict with trading that. Bob, trade EVGN, GLS, gels. Let's take a look. GLS, yep, that one a good fader. So good thing you didn't stay around. Bob, now we need to get you on trading both sides of it. Buying it up, short selling it up there. All momentum plays in early. Now I'm just kicking back. Yeah, excellent work there. So KLTO's climbed back to 320. I'm avoiding it. KNW, I may take the slow fader here. This was like one of those Bitcoin treasury tickers. This thing's up from 50 cents. Matt is ready to seize the moment. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Raymond, look at Charm, CHRM. Is that the ticker symbol? He's saying char. What's the ticker symbol? Man, a lot of these plays giving a lot back. So, guys, let the trades come to us. Let's seize the moment, as Matt said. Let's seize the moment here today. Risk management is key, guys. I'm telling you, man, there were blow-ups on KLTO yesterday. A lot of blow-ups. There's a lot of big short sellers for small caps, and if you do not manage risk well, you are getting wrecked. CARM. Yeah, CARM. Good. Nice. Yeah, it's decent play here. Yeah, that is up there on the high day on the Momo screener too. 20 cents up to 76. So this is following in the footsteps of KLTO. Man, we've seen a lot of these plays like sub-dollar over the last few weeks make massive moves up a couple points. CARM Therapeutics, I don't see any news. Just a ticker that's trying to attempt a KLTO style kind of trade, huh? Let me look. 50 cents is kind of the... could be a floor now. It's got about 87 cents up to $1 resistance. I'm not looking to have another KLTO day. But I'll tell you, part of the problem was I stuck around too long on KLTO. You know, a good rule is 2 losses. We went over this yesterday. 2 losses per ticker and move on to something else. Don't stick around. Otherwise, guys, you're just going to be bleeding, giving it all back. When I could have stayed focused on CTXR, fading this down from 238 down to like $1.30. Yeah, Jerry, I didn't see really any news on CAR. I'm going to be getting daddied a lot this stream, so if you guys are okay hearing that in the background, then stick around, green team. All right, we got about a minute till the market opens up. Let me know what you guys are looking at. Probably one of my top tickers I'm looking at the open is going to be KNW for a short. Any kind of a pop up towards 3. I like that to stay heavy against for a little bit more of a fade today. This thing's up 50 cents up to $3. Like to see that thing back down under 2. Yeah, KNW pop in there. Could give an entry. Yeah, that's the plan, man. Can you imagine? Like me and my kid trading together? That would take off, man. That'd be good for the YouTube. That'd be an edge you don't really see out there, right? Daddy son day trading. That'd be fun. All right, let's see. Kayvon, what are you looking at anything or just waiting? WINT giving a lot back. WINT back under $1. 10 seconds. A lot of these tickers, guys, a lot of the leading gappers are giving most back. I mean, you got the CARM that Raymond brought up. That is holding up fairly well. Market is now open. Ding, ding, ding. Thick KLT. Yeah, thick. Dude, that thing was thick yesterday. I don't know. Okay, TA maybe and CIN. CIN sitting on the 200-day, the last couple days. CARM, what are we doing? See, I don't mind riding both sides of these things. That's what I want to do. KNW, see what she's going to do, because I may locate KNW. I want to start being comfortable, Raymond, working both sides of some of these plays. Like on the CARM, buying it for the dollar push, and then up and over $1, taking the short. Those are the kind of things I would like to focus on better, at least do better at. $275 could be the risk guide on KNW. It's already in the 240s. Alright, we're going to be patient here. CPro getting a spike. Dragonfly, 360 to 407. Executive order unleashing American drone dominance. Dragonfly selected by the Southern Border County Sheriff's Department for the drone pilot program. Okay. $4.50 up to $5 resistance there. $4.50 to $5. See, what I would like to do is ride this thing up to $4.55 and take the short. It's hard for me to do that. The old news on Dragonfly, yeah, they've been moving up for the last week. Okay, CPro, let's throw it down. Getting a feel for what's happening before I commit to anything. Quantum names, QUBT. QUBT spiking straight up. QUBT coming up to a level of resistance up here. 1650. Quantum names. Quantum names getting it. Getting a little move right now. RGTI. A few morning spikes right now. What's CARM doing? Not much. Could give it a shot against 83. Let me see how much that even costs at CPro. CARM. Cheap, 40 cents per. I'm going to try CARM just against 85. Just against 85. Yeah, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right. How are we looking? CARM still fighting right here. I'd like to see this thing drop to 70 or lower. I'll take half off at 74. Set an adjusted stop up at like 82. Take the rest off at 60 if it sells off down there. Okay. All right, CPro 420's magic area holding up right now. Yeah, Bob, it's a young age, man. It's 5 and 3. It's 5-year-olds playing a Hot Wheels game and 3-year-olds pestering our kitty cat. So, all right, let's keep flipping around. EVGN Pop gave us an entry for a short there. Didn't take that. KLTO hit a new high, 330, pulling back in a little bit. CARM in the 68 range now, 68 cents. I'm thinking about like taking it all and then just like keep kind of working just keep scalping it. Let me do that. Back up over CARM. Where are we going? Where are we going? All right, I'll take it all and then look to re-enter on a pop. All right, got a first trade green. Let's go. See if we can do this about 9 times like Bob, then we'll have a decent day. KLTO even higher. Avoiding. K&W. Oh, man, that one's painful. God, the short I was looking for there. Yeah, these hangovers out of the gate. I mean, I got to try some of these out of the gate with smaller size. God dang it. Fades, where you at? Ah, this was gorgeous. 260s down to 210. All right. KLTO, Jerry, crazy. Yeah, probably an avoid. INSM, looks like something you would trade, Kayvon. INSM. Quantum names, how are they doing? Quantum names still holding up? There's so much liquidity on these names. There's big boys trading this kind of stuff. Xena looking heavy against 540. Maybe Xena. Maybe Xena 550. 550's pretty strong there. Yeah, Jerry, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love this chat, dude. This is an amazing group of guys. All right, CARM, I may hit this again on a pop up against 85 again. You know, if it gives another entry. I'm looking to I don't like to use the word, but scalping a little bit. Just, I don't want to get chopped around as much as I have been. So I'm looking to just take profits more so when I see some profits. If this thing pops up towards like 75, I will hit it again. CARM on a short. Might need to get the trigger finger ready. I mean, the open on it is about 75 cents, so that's a good area. The open's about 75. I'll get that ready just in case we get up there right now. $75. I mean, 75 cents. If we pop up there, that's the open. Can keep working a position here. 75 cents. Bounced off VWAP. Yeah, look, that's a really good line right there. 75. See what she's gonna do. Mr. James in here, watching some CMEG videos. Awesome, man. Yeah, let us know if you have any questions at all. We are the green team and happy to have you and assist in any way we can. All right, CPro had a little fake out breakout, upper shadow, pulling back down off of that. Are you a long seller or a short seller, James, or all the above? KLTO still making new highs. CARM, I still want an entry here. I could hit it again and risk 75, up and over 75. I'm thinking about it. CARM. it's right or right out mentality. I don't want to overstay my welcome on something. In fact, I may even size it down just a little bit. I'm gonna hit it, and then I'm gonna quit it if she pops over 75. I'm gonna put the 75 stop on it. All right, OCO orders. That's what, James, do OCO orders when you go over to CMEG. 75 stop. So you put your stop loss in, 75, and then you put your profit in. Then you send it. Then you it takes you out of the picture. So you make sure you're staying disciplined. I am a disciplined trader because I'm forced to be based on my OCO orders. Yeah. Yep. There's some consistent strategies with the longs. Bob was 9 for 10 on the longs this morning. Bob made what, like a couple $100, 120 just longing things this morning in pre-market. He does a lot of pre-market longs. Yeah, there's pretty much any strategy you want to trade is up in here. I mean, there's a lot going on. All right, there's CARM filled, gave it back, pop up towards 75. Yeah, that is the entry. Okay. That is more so the entry. She is squeezing up towards the highs right now. 78 cents now, 79. This is why we put our stops on. 80, 82, 83. Yeah, this is why we put stops on. KNW curling around a bit, maybe giving an entry. Yeah, CARM back up to the highs. Let me flip through a few tickers that are... Bob might long KLTO on the bounce of $3. God dang, dude. Just be careful getting sucked into KLTO, because she will suck you up and spit you out and give you a bunch of herpes and everything else. So make sure you don't stay there too long. Mr. Armand in the building. What's going on, Armand? How's your pre-market trading going? Let me guess, Armand. You hit EVGN and MEGL. MEGL still heavy against 220. CARM's heading for a buck. She may have halted up. Yeah, CARM's headed for a buck. Right or right out, guys. I mean, I'm happy with that. Gave some back, but happy with it. CPro selling off, fake out, breakout style. Might be heading to red on the day once it gets this low. Red on the day is 363. Yeah, CPro might be... Look at this trend that she's been in. CPro. This is like the drones. The drones are going to use down at the southern border. Trends back down to like 340. This thing does have some room to pull back. CPro could hit that against like the 420 area. Let me see what the shorts are here. Alright, so yeah, James, I got a short locate monitor. If I want to short something, I'll just type in the ticker. It's $3 to locate CPro. It's not bad. It's a decent ticker. Well, there was a pop right up to 411. That was kind of ugly. Um, I'm going to do the CPro. The risk is up and over 420. Or, yeah, 420. I'll give it to like 423. Otherwise, the trend's back down to like 330, 40. I'll put 330 on there. 423. There we go. Okay. I'll see what happens. And it's awfully quiet downstairs. I'm going to have to check on the kiddos here in just a second. You guys with kids know when it gets quiet, there's cause for concern. This thing feels like it's going to go red on the day, maybe back down towards that trend. CPro. I like when we have a risk guide. So that's how I like to trade. Once there's something to risk, like we form a high, then we start forming the upper shadows, and it gives us something clearly defined, predefined risk. Let's see this thing flush into like the 70s, and I'll take half off down there. Flush into the 70s, I'll take half off. All right, I'll take half off 384. Adjusted stop, I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. Bring down the adjusted stop just a little bit. What's my average? $4. I'll give it to like 411. I avoid the 10 cent, 15 cent, 20 cent because I top tick so many of these things. They go to those areas. Then I'll let her go down to like 350 on the rest. 411. Okay, I'll be right back. Speaking it into existence, Bob, you will be at that level. James, what was the problem with the hotkeys? Good job, Armand. Yeah, EVGN, MEGL went. Yep. Good shorts. Some of these like pre-market shorts have been just money, man. They've been just money. CARM did hit up and over $1. I still have my shorts. Yeah, Armand, thanks for tuning in to the green team. We're not quite on your level, but hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. I like those the pointers you gave the other day. It was like trading with confidence, trading with discipline, patience, all of it. What? All right, CARM has already hit up and over $1. Are we going to $1.20? I mean, we're hitting good resistance on the past chart history. This is where the liquidity is. We could be heavy against that level. I don't mind that as the risk guide to stab at it. Uno mas. One more time. KLTO. Oh my God. Bob, you should have done it. But it only tapped 301. Only tapped 301. All right, CARM. I think I'm gonna hit CARM one more time against the highs here. Yeah, I'll smack it one more time. And then CPro, yeah, this is why I've been thinking about just taking all off, because so many of these plays have been chopping around and curling back around. It's just been annoying to deal with. All right, CARM, I like it against pretty much the 107 highs now. It's trying to turn into KLTO, but I'm not sure this one can. I'm not sure that she can. Well, I just got wrecked on slippage with CPro. Yeah, again, giving everything back. CPro slippage took me out at 420. All right, CARM. See what she does against a buck right now. KLTO still paying out over there. I think I'm gonna hit this thing again against 107. We'll see what she does. About a 95 average. I just don't know if she's going to be able to do the KLTO. The KLTO dance. All right, I'll take it all on this drop. Again, the reason for taking it all is I want to not deal with the chop. Armand, what are you multiple exits kind of guy, or I mean, with larger size, I imagine you're scaling out of them. Let me get CARM again on a pop. I'm feeling good, guys. I am feeling good right now. The slippage loss on CPro kind of pisses me off, but I'm feeling good otherwise. KLTO, unbelievable. This thing's unbelievable. Guys, just be careful not to have a rule. If you take 2 L's on a ticker, be done with it, and try to stick to that. Because KLTO on the short side has been crushing, but once it flips and starts crushing longs, you don't want to overstay your welcome there either. Just be mindful of that. God, dude, I'm so irritated with this CPro. Okay. What are you guys looking at right now? EVGN's trying to curl around a little bit. MRIN doing anything now? ARAI, little low float thin play. That's curling up. Absolutely. Yeah, yep. KLTO, just be careful there, because it's a tough one. MGNX might be giving us something to work with. MGNX, it's kind of curling back around. There's a lot of pre-market resistance here. 220 would probably be my risk guide. If this thing, MGNX, what was the news here? Nothing. MGNX, they rise on a royalty purchase agreement. I'm going to check the locates. MGNX. And then CARM might be given another entry. I don't want to get squeezed out trying to hit it on a pop again, you know? I'm going to give it a little love tap up here, though. I'm going to give it another little love tap. Just small. Let's see if I can pad the wallet. Risk in like 96. Up to 96 will be the risk. Otherwise, going to be kicking back down to like 80. Okay, let me... MGNX. Let me look at that one real quick. MGNX is ETB. ETB, easy to borrow at CPro. I don't mind it. I don't mind this one, guys. Against like 220. VWAP's 206, high day, so it's back to green on the day. Close is 164. 220 could be the risk guide. Armand, when you see good stocks, I can trade 2 maximum. 3 stocks at the same time. I need to come. Oh, I see. 2 to 3. But 2 max when you're trading good ones. Alright, CARM's heading back up to $1. MGNX, I may stab at this one. I'm thinking. MGNX. I might stab at it against 220 short. James, does Trader Elite show the float? Yeah, I mean, you can, after you've been trading for a while, you can tell by the movement if the ticker, is low or high float. I just use, what I use is FinViz. So I just pull it up. Like right now, MGNX I'm taking a look at, so I'll click on that here at FinViz. Or honestly, the Momo screener shows you the float. Some of us in here use the free. It's called momoscreener.com. It's a momentum scanner. It's free, and it shows you the float on there. MGNX 10% short float, and shares float are 57 million. 10% are short. Yeah, CARM. I had my stop maybe a little too tight there.
But it's locked.
Look, give me a second.
So we'll have to buy it. You should buy it.
Yeah, momoscreener.com. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. This CPro chopping you out. Drop to 370, straight up to 430, back down. Like, I'm just looking to, I don't know, just scalp some of these because that's so aggravating. All right, what was I looking at? MGNX. And then CARM is trying to go back up to $1. MGNX is just kind of stair-stepping up. I don't like that. CARM is attempting to head back up to $1. MGNX going up to 220. I like it up there. Let me see. GNX. I just think Carm's going to get rejected up here. I really do. That's the feeling. The feeling is strong on the reject here for CARM. I just don't think we're going to have the same result. Green today, Jerry, and done. Man, good job. Good work being green. Little descending triangle too here. Got 85 support. And we're forming lower highs. CARM. Long on ARAI. Yeah, that thing is like, it's on the VWAP, just bouncing up and off of it. Looks like it IPO'd in May at 40 bucks. And gave everything back. Now it's just curling back around. I'm just going to start this CARM small for the crack if it happens on this descending triangle. Just going to start it right now. If I'm red this time around, I'm not tunneling in here. Gonna be done with that. Okay, there's that. Let me. MGNX still holding VWAP. CPro heavy under VWAP. POS. KLTO still holding up. 350s. Alright, and this is what I'm looking at right now with CARM. Just, it's holding 85 is the base support. It's forming lower highs. So we'll see if this descending triangle will snap. I mean, if it is going to snap, I do want to hit it again for some more shares. That's all I'm working right now. KLTO is still up. WINT curled around back up to VWAP, $1. It's rejecting off of that. And then CARM pulling in towards this support. Fades. There were a couple good plays this morning, man. A couple good plays. Did you trade pre-market? Good morning to you. But yeah, I know you've been joining in after the morning volatility. Yeah, good work. I knew you were gonna hit those. KNW, I was looking at it too. I actually was like, Fades, are you in here? When I saw that, I like that KNW as well. Good work on sloppy seconds. EVGN short up to 220. MEGL, yeah, good job. Hey, that's what we do in here, James. We make traders happy. Yep, Momo Screener. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been using it too. It's free and it works really well. I mean, it's live. Going through every ticker that's moving pretty much. If she's got breath and she has life, like this one right now is popping up on it, JFBR. ARAI still higher. Armand, you still working that? ARAI, good loaded, dude. This one could be the play today. I can't FOMO into this, though. I cannot FOMO in. It's up decent. Is CARM snapping? Karma is, look, here we are. Descending triangle. I may hit this again. CARM's at the bottom baseline, 84 cents now. We need to snap. We need to snap hard here. If it's going to bounce, that ain't going to be too good for us. We want to snap. I'm probably going to hit it again if it looks like it's going to crack this level. If it's going to bounce, I'm not too thrilled with that. Okay, we're looking good. Oh man, we are looking good. I don't know if I can hit this again right here. Let me think. If it's really snapping right here, guys, snapping that descending triangle area, we should... Oh, baby! Oh, I should have added to it, you idiot, Kevin. Dude, actually having an order out down there... Sorry for that clap. That probably just broke y'all's ears. Dude, oh, thank God. Something worked in my favor for once. Having a buy order at 73 cents right there. Look at this buy order. 73 cents. And where's she at right now? 78, 79. Yeah, dude. God, descending triangle snap, guys. Study them. I'm so glad. I mean, it was small, but I'm glad I had an order out. Because sometimes these things snap like that and just buy up based on people's buy to cover orders. And you miss out entirely on that. Alright. Yeah, that was a support area-ish. Man, dude, how in the world did I get that fill? That was lucky. I usually don't get that lucky, guys. You guys know. Alright, MGNX is at 213 now. Carm. Dude, I almost smacked that again. Super Dreamer, good work. 103, dude, riding that descending triangle on down. God, that is such a good lesson for the newer guys, these descending triangles. It's a really good edge. It's a really clean edge because it has predefined risk. Man, yeah, I may have to do a lesson on that later. Yeah, fades. I got the 73 cover. Again, lucky. I'll take it, though. Yeah, I'm not feeling bad, guys. Like the risk, I'm feeling really good with risk management. Yesterday took a red day because I tunneled into KLTO, but I'm not trying to make that mistake today. MGNX up to 220 is interesting, but I don't like the stair step. Stair step is a sign of health. I want a little bit quicker of a move. CPro hitting me up there, annoying, but it happens. And then Carm, maybe longs are underwater here. I think there's still a move here on Carm. Like I don't want to be that guy that's just sitting here trading Carm all day, but I mean, she just cracked. We got longs underwater up there. I mean, I think there's still some backside here. EVGN fades. Yeah, yep. Dude, when they snap, they just snap quick. Like I said, those elevator downs, they're fun to be a part of. She looks slow and heavy right now, too. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. I mean, most of my profits are on this Carm. I've been working it pretty well. Just knowing that a lot of traders are looking for the next KLTO, and they're not getting it. They're not getting it on this ticker thus far. Let me see if we get any kind of a pop on this, like back up to over 80. I can hit it again. Kind of feeling it right now, so I don't want to. I'll call it quits once things aren't working out for me. KLTO straight up to 390, pulling back off of that a little bit. Okay. Quantum names are still in play. QUBT. Matt, all caps, I did it. What did you do? Dude, ARAI, this thing's higher. I said this could be the play, man. I said this could be the play. Okay, CARM. I know, dude. Can you imagine, guys? We're gonna have 20% extra lifespan to trade, according to KLTO News. Guys, we're gonna be able to trade 20% longer. We're gonna be like 100 years old day trading. It's gonna be great. Gonna have to use our neuro links though, because our reflexes and impulses aren't gonna be too great. Man, there was that 80-cent entry on CARM. I didn't get it. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. So I mean, I definitely want to be a hog, but I might just have to be a pig. The wife would say I'm a hog, but that's a different conversation. Green on ARAI. Good work, Matt. Let's go. Oh, I gotta just stab at this thing again, dude. She is just sitting here waiting to snap. I feel greedy with an entry right here. Let me see what she does over 80. I'm going to hit it here soon. Just trying to pad the wallet. That's all I'm trying to do at this point. All right, I'll take the entry 81. And stop's going to be like real tight. I don't want to give back pretty much what I've been working hard for over here. My labor, I don't want it to go in vain. I'll do like 85.50 for like a 65. Yeah, we'll try something like this. It kind of looks like it's bear flagging up. All right, guys, I'm getting a little greedy chasing this a bit. All right, let's all congratulate Mr. Matt. 35 a share before the pop to 12. Oh, no. Hang on. Not a congratulations. Shoot. Hey, you made money on it. You made money on it. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Matt, so work leftovers. Work some leftovers. This kind of looks like it's just bouncing straight off the VWAP, right? What I've been trying to do, man, is like take 75% off and leave 25%, Matt. Then you're not gonna care so much, right? You're like, okay, well, I'm in the profits regardless, and the stop is below VWAP. That's where it keeps bouncing off of. So leave 25% to literally just throw out there and play with, because that thing might be grinding all day. And even on, let's say ARAI, let's say you had 100 shares at $10, popped up 30 cents, you took some, but the stops with 25 shares is down here under 10. Dude, I mean, you've already made another 60, 70 bucks with where this thing's at on 25 shares. That's why I like the leftover approach, as long as even if it's minimal share size, because if they keep running like that ARAI, man, you're good. All right, so the adjusted risk on CARM, I'm trying to be a little piggy here. The stop is at this descending triangle where it snapped. That's pretty much the risk at this point. It's kind of bear flagging up and slowing down. I feel a little greedy, so I'm just going to keep it small and see if this thing can fade. Again, it doesn't appear like it's going to be the next KLTO, but who knows. I didn't see the news on CRM. I didn't see any news. If you guys have it, let me know. I didn't see any. They're not increasing your lifespan by 20%. I know that much. Yeah, it's slowing down in this bear flag right here, guys. I like it. I do like that quite a bit on CRM. CPro is so aggravating, dude. God, this is what I wanted down into the 70s and slow fade. And this POS pop right here from 370s up to 430. And again, the slippage. There's MGNX pulling back. Missed this one. Idiot. MGNX popped up to 215. The risk guide there was 220. I got distracted by the charm. The Charmander. Yeah, I saw that, Matt. Yeah, it was at $40. It looked like it opened up at ARAI. So it could just have gotten oversold. And shorts could have just been kind of heavy on this from the IPO. And it's, yeah, 13. It looks like it's going higher and higher. ARAI. I mean, it's hard to get involved up here. It has room, but unless you're working leftovers, it's hard to get involved up here. At least from my perspective. It could keep going to 20 plus. MGNX. I'm a little aggravated over that one. I'm not going to be able to complain much today after getting that 73 fill. K&W, dude. That one's been working out really well. Yeah, James, I haven't used the MACD much. I know it's a very respected indicator, so nothing really to hate on there. I really just minimize the indicators. That's it. I mean, I just use like the VWAP and the 200-day, 50-day moving average. I go over a lot in here how I think when traders start out like I did as well, everybody, their charts look like air traffic control. But after you trade for a while, I think most traders minimize it. And MACD is a respectable one. A lot of people use it. So use whatever you calm, try to sell off right there and got a little pop. See what she does here. 85's the guide. I kind of would like to smack it again closer to 85. But I don't know if that's smart. Matt, you love to know how to get in on IPOs early. Just be watching them. Where do you... Kayvon, where do you use to see what IPOs are coming out? I mean, I think it's on... I'm sure you can look it up. CARM's pulling back right here. Fade, you still with this one? Come on, baby. Come to Papa. Armand is killing it today, guys. Up $3,000. ARAI, what a beauty. What a beauty. Up to 14. I don't know. Yeah, NASDAQ IPO calendar. I had a brain fart. I knew it was something stupid, simple like that. Just the NASDAQ IPO calendar. Armand, what in the world are you long in this thing just against VWAP? All right, CARM is now at another level of potential support. This 75 is kind of decent support. I mean, it is looking heavy. I suspect we're going to crack, but we got a couple technical areas of support, guys, to be mindful of if you're trading the CARM. We already did snap the descending triangle. we're right near the open. The open on this is right at 75. VWAP's at 75 and support's at 75. So there are a couple layers here that may try to bounce, may try to hold it up. And if and when it does snap, it likely will be similar to the descending triangle snap. If and when it does, because there's going to be a lot of orders. There's going to be a lot of orders under 75, in my opinion, around the VWAP there too. I'm tempting myself to throw some more shares at this. I just don't want to get. I don't want to give back the green day. Yesterday, I kind of sized into KLTO, and then it popped like this CARM did right here. Popped from 70 cents up 20. As I was setting my OCO order, it just jumped up 20 cents, and it kind of effed up my day. MGNX was pretty. It was stair-stepping, but that one was pretty. Down 15 cents. CARM is very meaty. All right, here we go, down to 75. Let's see. Fingers on the trigger here. Let's see what she's going to do at 75. It's looking heavy here, guys. Let's see what she's going to do. 75, a lot of support. Cracking under that is pretty good. I mean, that's cracking the open, cracking VWAP, cracking support. It's looking heavy here, but a lot of support. A lot of support is at 75. Might be some big buyers here. Come on, 75. It's inching close to 75, but unable to do it at the moment. It's inching close. Okay, it's attempting the snap. Just going to take half off. I'm going to work a smaller position on this for leftovers on the day. Really on the day. I mean, I'm probably going to kick back with this position. Probably should be adding into this is what I should be doing. 75 crack, back down to VWAP. I just want to make sure, fades, I want to make sure I'm taking profits. Like, I'm realized 41. I just want to keep realizing money because there's so many times I'm up like 50 and then don't take anything off. Or up at some amount. Let's see what we're going to do here. If it bounces back up over 75, I'm not too thrilled with that. I have an 81 cent average. So Kayvon and I were talking about this the other day. It's really interesting. I'm curious to know y'all's thoughts. I know sizing is relative to the account, but think of how to word it. Like, sometimes sizing in doesn't really benefit you much at all because psychologically your stop and profit target are much narrower. In my case, at least. Like, maybe you don't have that struggle, but if you size into something with, let's say, 3-4x what you're used to, normally I'm going to see the profit and just want to take it off earlier than where the target may be. So sometimes leaving just like a tiny position on something just to work, you give it a ton of you give it more breathing room, that is. Like, leaving leftovers with, for me on this, with a few hundred shares is no good. It's going to mess me up. But if you leave a smaller position and widen out the range, that way it's not affecting your day too much, regardless of what it does. Man, it's bouncing off a VWAP right there. That's not great. Not great. Coming back up to 80. So, tiny leftover position. All that to say, I'm putting an adjusted stop at 85.50 and then putting the profit target at like, I don't know, 50 cents is support on the daily. Just let that thing do its thing. If it pulls back to 50, you know, pad the wall a little bit. If not, not gonna affect it either way. Okay, doing a little flipperoo. KLTO's holding 320. ARAI hit 14s, pulling back right now. Have we hit the top? ARAI. We hit the top, or is this just a bounce area? James, yeah, there's short selling. James is, don't get me started, because I can ramble on about that for a long time. The longer you trade, in my opinion, the wool will be pulled from your eyes as far as short selling goes. The strongest emotion in day trading is the fear of missing out, and the majority of traders that experience that fear are longs. And so longs, when everyone starts trading, they buy high and hope higher, right? That's pretty much everybody's journey. They buy breakouts, and that's why we see the elevator downs and profit taking and fade, because longs get stuck, deer in headlights, analysis by paralysis, and shorting a lot of times just it is really profitable, and it's more reacting. Like for a lot of longs, you got to predict additional volume to come in. Like I got to predict somebody to want this ticker at a higher level than what I'm buying it at, essentially. With shorting, I'm just reacting to the volume that's already been set. Like this ARAI, it's kind of interesting to me on the short side right now, because look, well, my face is probably in the way, but volume has peaked up here at like 600, 700,000 on the day. Maybe it gets higher, but that's predicting, right? As a short seller, I like to just react to what is. It's objective, unbiased. So you get this kind of mountain of volume. We have our peak, and usually the tip of that peak are market orders that are coming in for FOMO traders. So the FOMO traders come in, they're trying to buy high, hope higher, and that's where they get stuck. And this ARAI right now, look how heavy she's looking. A lot of upper shadows. I'm talking myself into a trade here. Let me see how much these shorts even are. Send request $13 for 100 shares. It's probably worth it, but too much risk for the small account. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. That's pretty much the idea there. I'm looking for just reacting to volume that is versus trying to predict additional volume to come in. And yeah, the predicting is difficult. You know, that's why most of the chat rooms focus on the low float plays, because if they have a couple thousand sheep in their chat room, they don't really have to predict, right? Because they know they had a lot of people jumping in following their trades. That's why they trade the low float tickers. Okay, I'm looking for the next trade, guys. Right now, sitting decent on the day. Carm is still heavy. I mean, I could just smack this again on this pop. I mean, she's just heavy, man. I think I'm going to do that and kick back. This is the one that's been paying me. Why focus anything else? CARM, I'm going to smack it again. The stop's going to be a little tighter. Well, stop's going to be at where the stop is, 85 cents. That's the descending triangle crack. So 85.50, I'm going to give it. I'm just going to keep working it until she stops working, you know. Set the profit down at like 55. Support's at 50 on the daily. But here's an example of that, James. I mean, look at the volume down here on CPro. The volume at its peak. See this volume at the peak at 107. a lot of market orders coming in because a lot of buyers are FOMOing in, thinking we got the next KLTO, when in fact this is not turning into the next KLTO. Well, I don't want to say for certainty. That's why I always place a stop, because you don't know. But understanding the psychology of other traders is very important in trading. There's no certainties, but there are higher rates of expectancy, positive expectancy, based on some of these variables. But yeah, guys, the wife's at work today. I got the kiddos. It's summer. I got to end a little early. So I'll talk you through what's going to happen. This is my last trade, I think, because I need to go be a dad. A day trading dad. And a organic, natural dad. I love both of them. God. Too much fun. Alright. I got 150 at 79.25. The stop's going to be up and above the descending triangle crack up there, 85.50. Profit target, going to let this one work throughout the day. See if it can get back down into the 50s. If it doesn't work out for me, it will be like I'll be giving back like $10. And if it does work out, it will be a very good day. Alright, so guys, do not fall in love with anything KLTO or ARAI. Just don't do it, guys. Don't do it. ARAI, back up to the highs. Work them until they stop working. Again, I think I don't like to tell people what to do, but I do see a lot of traders, even like yesterday on KLTO, myself included, struggle with not just over trading, but over trading certain tickers, like staying around way too long. Have a 2-loss policy per trade. If you take 2 L's on it, move on. Just blacklist it. I think it'll help the account out a lot. Alright, I'm going to flip around a little bit, and then I think I'm going to head out. KLTO back up to 375. Man, she's just been bouncing and bouncing and bouncing all around. And then we'll see what CARM does. See what CARM does down here. Yeah, thank you guys for being a part of the green team. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Early day today. We'll be green in some sense today. We'll see how much that's going to be. And then tomorrow, looking to have another similar day to today. Father Kevin. Thank you, Keith. I like the title. Father Kevin. Rename the channel. And then Friday nights is going to go from AA meetings to confessionals. Oh God, is that like, that might be too much. Might be heretical. Be kind of funny though. What are we doing, CARM? We popping up here? I might get stopped out right before we end the live stream, so we'll see. I feel like I need to move this stop just a little bit. That is breaking a rule, but man, I don't see it getting back up to 90. Let's just keep it where it is.
Daddy.
Okay, I got taken out. I was attempting to adjust it right there, but dang it. I don't want to tunnel in here. Alright, guys, I'll see you all first thing tomorrow.
Hi.
Keep it disciplined.
Hi.
We'll see you then.